Okay, um, now let's discuss about the structure of Arduino programming, C programming. It's a little bit different from your C programming in computer. As you can see that even I just show you demonstration on how to run the code by using Arduino IDE, from the Arduino IDE to Arduino board. And then I already demonstrate. I'm also doing a demonstration to you to run the C Arduino code, okay, C programming Arduino code from Tinkercad into virtual Arduino board. Inside that Tinkercad, you will see there's a common things there. In Arduino, when you write the code, there's a two function, which is one is a void setup, another one is a void loop, which is a little bit different from your normal C programming. In normal C programming, you only have one function, which is the main function. Okay, is a void main function or is an integer main function. Okay, okay, in our normal C programming in computer, you only have one the structure of C programming. When we write in normal C programming, it's look like this, meaning that you only have one main function, and then let's say if you want to edit your own function, then you can write it can be, you can write at the above the main function, or you can write below the main function. But if you see the Arduino structure, okay, the C programming for Arduino structure in general, it will look like this, where you don't have any main function, and you have two functions here. One is a setup, another one is loop. Actually, both function is actually, I can consider similar to main function, similar to the main function that in C, normal C programming. The difference is that when the compiler try to execute the instruction, it will execute this function first, the setup. Anything under setup will be execute first, while after the function finish doing that, it will jump into this function, which is a loop function, and then it will keep execute, and then it will execute line by line inside this loop function. And the special about this loop function, any instruction inside this loop function, it will be repeated. What can I say is that in other words, what loop is almost similar, the mechanism is almost similar with your while loop. Okay, so you can sit like that. Okay, meanings that okay, meanings that this function is like okay, you can in normal C, it's look like while true. Okay, if we put it while true, meanings that it is mean that it will always true, there's no other condition. Okay, so you put it while true, and then you open curly bracket, and then you close curly bracket over here, and every content here you put it here. So the void, the function loop, if you want to imagine in C, normal C programming, it's similar to while loop like this. So anything here will be executed line by line. After the instruction finish at the bottom there, it will start the second cycle, and it will start again the first line to be executed, second, third, and fourth. So why Arduino, in Arduino they do in this structure only have two, which is you having two function, one is setup, another one is loop. In general, the setup will be used for initialize anything. If you want to initialize anything, you must put here, because like have we described in this slide, in general the code that need to run only once, you must put in the setup. But if you want to run the code which is continuously running and keep repeating the same code, you must put inside the loop. So that's why if you see in the LED blinking example over here, in general the instruction that you want to, if you want to do some initialization, for example, this is example to initialize the pin to be to the pin that related to the LED, the built-in LED, you must put here. And then in order for you to make the LED blinking, of course you need to do some continuous thing, then you can put it here. So that's why the LED is keep blinking for 2 seconds and turn, because it turn on 2 seconds, turn off 2 seconds, because this function is keep looping forever. Okay, and then the issue is again, how about variable in Arduino, how about function in Arduino, how about array or struct in Arduino? Of course you learn it in normal C programming, and I can consider all these three items is supported in Arduino. You can have a lot of variable. Do you want, is it, if you want a variable in integer, in floating, or char variable in the type of char, you can have it in Arduino. And same goes to function. You can also create your own function, and you can put it like you do in normal C. You can write a function above the main function, or you can write the function below the main function. So same goes to the Arduino. You can write above the setup, or you can write below the setup. In terms of variables, same variables. If you want to declare the global variables, then you must write outside the function. If you want to declare the local variable, you must write inside the function. And same goes to the array and struct. You can also make an array as well as struct, where if you want to declare it very globally, you must write outside the function, and if you want to declare locally, you must write inside the function. But again, if you the difference is just this one, because I can consider that for C programming for Arduino, the main function is divided into two, which is called setup and loop. Setup is the one will be execute first, and it will execute once. But for loop, it will execute after the setup finish, after the compiler or the CPU finish execute the setup function. It will go for the loop function, and it will execute line by line, and it will keep repeat what are the instruction inside the loop function.